right, we got Aaron Jones. He hit 5,000 yards rushing, which is not a lot of guys have done, which is surprising to me. So I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah, fourth guy to ever do it for the Packers. Amon Green, all-time leading rusher, Jim Taylor, the longtime all-time leading rusher, and then John Brockington, who's like one of the most fun, before our time, but one of the most fun running backs to ever play for this team. Only those four guys. Like when you start to think about the history of the Packers at the running back position, a lot of guys come to mind, guys that didn't hit that, Clark Hinkle, Tony Canadeo, Paul Hornung. I mean, there's a whole list of guys, and Jones is above, and, different era, of course, but it's incredible. I mean, Jones has, of those four guys, he has the highest yards per attempt by a mile, by a half yard, honestly. He has the least fumbles. He has half as many fumbles as the next guy. And he's about to pass John Brockington probably on Monday Night Football. I don't want to jinx it, but he's likely going to pass Brockington on Monday night to take over third place in franchise history in rushing yards. And he'll do it in 300 fewer carries than Brockington. 300.
That is absolutely insane, like how good Aaron Jones is. And I think he's underused. And not just now, because I'm not trying to dig on like LaFleur or whatever, like play calling, but like even like, McCarthy, like if he was used as much as he could have been used, like his whole time, he's just a freak athlete, you know what I mean? And to be in like that small company, and like there's a lot of good wide receiver or a lot of good running backs for the Packers. I mean, it's not like, they're not known for running the ball like throughout history or whatever, but they've had some really good running backs, and it's crazy that because it seems very, very early on. It seems like he hasn't been doing it all that long, and to get 5,000 yards already, being that little, like I say, small group of people that have done it, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you got guys like Amon Green had a lot more catches and was probably a bigger part of the passing game than Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones is the best receiver of the bunch. I mean, it's not even close. Like, he could play slot receiver in this.
Yeah, for sure. I've always said that. Dude, like, people talking about wide receiver, this or that, and then in the offseason or whatever. And I was like, dude, if they wanted to, they could put Aaron Jones at wide receiver. I mean, they could. He could do that Debo thing that they got going on over there by the Niners. They could like do anything with Aaron Jones. Like, Aaron Jones is by far the most skilled player on the offense. We're going to see what Christian Watson has a little competition for him next league, a little bit of time. But Aaron Jones is an absolute freak, and he's like the best person ever.
Oh yeah,
he's just like I think that if you were going to clone someone and be like, we want a really good person all around and a freak athlete, you just grab Aaron Jones, be like, you're good to go.
Obscenely talented, hardworking, humble. He's the nicest. He's got it all.
Yeah, he's just ridiculously nice. He makes you feel bad about yourself, how nice he is. All right.